I hate.
Cha-ching! It's mine now. Surprise, surprise. Cha-ching! Surprise, surprise.
Y'all need to move.
Hey, hope you're having an awesome day. And if you're not, I hope it gets a little more awesome soon. There's not a whole lot left to do in this particular game, so I'm going after all the dumpster diving activities while I'm waiting to earn more money on the Cash App so that I can get ventures for new activities there. You just woke up? I still haven't slept yet. I'm very tired, actually. I usually get a nap before stream, but I just could not fall asleep. I drank too many energy drinks, and I was very tired. But when I laid down, immediately I felt like I had all the energy in the world. That always happens. Woke up for school. Back when I was in school, they used to keep the thermostat really cold. And they used to say that it helped everybody stay awake when we would ask the teachers, like, why do you keep the thermostat so cold? Because it keeps everybody awake. Yeah, I was away for a little while. I got sick. I don't know if it was the flu or what. I mean, not during that time. I was coughing and just my throat was really sore and had a fever. I was weak all the time and really tired.
Really hard.
I think it was the flu because, I mean, my sister got sick and then my parents, and I was like the last one to catch it. I thought that I had gotten through, skated through without having caught it, but, but then I started getting sick.
Cha-ching.
I was taking Alka-Seltzer hangover relief because that's like a, high dose Alka-Seltzer that you can take in, form that dissolves easily in the water so that you can absorb it faster. I was taking that and one Tylenol because you can take aspirin and Tylenol together as long as they're not both at the highest dose to keep my fever down. It's funny because I was just saying on stream not that long ago about how it'd been a long time since I'd had a fever. And then, like, not long after that, I ended up catching that. I just thought that was ironic. So yeah, during those couple of weeks, I was off. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It'd been
That's
so
it.
long since I had a
Stay in condition
fever.
yellow.
Like 2020 or 2021, I can't remember exactly, but it'd been a while. And at the time, I thought that I might have had COVID, but I wasn't sure.
I don't know what that has to do with me.
Get the
And
fuck
back
out of there.
then, I had a fever of 103. This
You can steal
time, it didn't
anything.
really go up past 100. But when I had the 103 fever, that's when I wasn't sure if I had COVID. I used to sit in an ice tub at that point just to try to keep my temperature down. And I was singing songs in the tub, try to keep my spirits up, because I like to sing. Luckily, what I had recently wasn't as bad as the 103 fever, but it was still bad enough that my voice sounded terrible and I was Yeah, I was really tired all the time, so 2 a.m. streams were definitely not a thing.
Finders keepers.
I was feeling like that. Where'd I park the car? Oh, I think it's over here. I'll just steal this one. Yeah, we do have a huge time zone gap, which is to be expected for me. I know that most people that come in here have to be on a different time zone because I'm one of the few people that is up this late. I'm very much a night owl.
You've got a pair on you. Nice one. Just what I wanted.
I used to do 4 p.m.
Hey.
streams, my time, so that would have been like midnight your time. And that's what I used to do back when I was streaming Friday the 13th. And I miss that game sometimes. It's actually closing its servers at the end of the month, Friday the 13th. Yeah. I left it when everybody started using all those exploits and stuff, and it killed it for me, seeing all these counselors using giant weapons and stuff. Ruined the fun of escaping from Jason when they were bullying him using exploits. It wasn't fun anymore. I didn't want to be part of the counselors. I knew that one or two of the counselors would be doing stuff like that. But that's where I got my start on stream, when that game was still fresh. And back then I used to have 20, 30 people at a time in here. I feel like it's the most popular game I'll ever have sometimes. Except for when I was streaming retro. Retro is always a good category to stream because it's such a wide category. When you're streaming a game like this, it's very niche. There's not that many people looking to see Saints Row. With retro, that covers so many different games that people are more likely to find you. If only my computer was still in good enough shape to use my capture card and everything. I remember when I streamed Broken Sword, the GPU was running at 90% because I was using the PC for playing the Broken Sword PC edition and streaming from OBS at the same time. That pushed the GPU all the way up to 90%, which is pretty high GPU usage. Surprised I didn't melt the thing. Turned my GPU into a melted cheese sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, my PC is like an old Intel 630 too, so I've never replaced the GPU on it, so it's ancient. That's why I can use the capture card for streaming off of console if I want to, but using it for streaming and playing a game at the same time really does push that GPU
Looky here.
super high up there. And I used to stream from Xbox, and then I hopped over to PS5 this generation. And then I was so sad to see that Hideo Kojima is making a game that's exclusive to Xbox right after I hopped over to PS5. It's just ironic. As huge of a fan as I am of all of his work. Snatcher, Metal Gear Solid, Police Knots. That was heartbreaking for me. But at least the Silent Hill remake is, I believe, a PlayStation exclusive, so I can look forward to that. And I love Silent Hill 2. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I don't know if the remake will do justice to the original, but I'm hoping. I can at least hope that the Silent Hill 2 remake will at least try to do justice to the original. They still haven't announced what is actually coming out. It's been like a year since the trailer, and we still have no idea. I used to stay up for so many nights just reading the theories people would come up with for Silent Hill 2.
Wow.
I always found it so fascinating. Wonder if I've reached 1.6 million yet so that I can finally unlock the next venture. I'm getting there. Until then, it's just dumpster diving. Exciting. Watch me dig through dumpsters on stream. It's an amazing game. I love Silent Hill 2. The backwards compatibility of the Xbox version on the 360 was not good at all for that game. Like, I had the Xbox version, the, special edition essentially that had the Born from a Wish scenario. And I thought, well, if it's backward compatible with the 360, I'd play it on that. I was so glad that I had beaten it plenty of times before I played the backwards compatible edition because it actually had this bug where it would replace the textures on the wall with floor textures and the textures on the floor with wall textures, so there'd be doors on the floor. I had to basically just look at the map to know where the doors were supposed to be. It was hilarious. And some characters just wouldn't have any textures for their face or anything. They would just look like a bare mannequin what they use for wigs or something, just completely bare. Yeah, it was one of the worst backward compatible games ever. It just did not play right, which was a shame because it's like one of the best games, the best horror game of all time and all that. Although I think of Silent Hill 2 personally as more of the best like drama game of all time. I mean, what we love about that game is more related to the drama than the horror, I think, as Silent Hill fans. Yeah, they did. And then the Silent Hill HD collection came out, and we thought, finally, a way to play it on the 360 where it's going to be decent. And the HD collection had a ton of problems with it. It removed so much of the fog that you could see that the water in Toluca Lake, you know, only went to a certain point, essentially. It was mostly just bare, just fog that had covered up the fact that they didn't fill a lot of the lake with water because they didn't have to, because normally the fog would cover it up. It was sad. The HD collection. They actually, one of the signs at the beginning of the game was in Comic Sans. I wish I was making that up. The HD collection actually did that to Silent Hill 2. Yeah, you can find pictures of it online. It's absurd. And in the beginning, when James gets when he picks up the walkie, or the radio, and you can hear this call from Mary, supposedly. Uh, there's a bit of a spoiler in there that's normally cut off by static, but that spoiler was not cut off by static, so that the big twist in that game was literally spoiled in the first the first hour of the game on the HD collection, which, again, I'd already played it before, so it didn't matter to me so much. But for people that were playing that for the first time, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. Like, if you imagine what the biggest spoiler that could ever be spoiled in Silent Hill 2, that's what was revealed on that radio. And the PS3 version of the game got a patch, but they didn't patch the 360 version of it, which was just
You don't know
awful.
anything.
It made so many people mad at the time.
Yeah. This sucks.
Yeah, literally Comic Sans.
Awesome.
Looky here.
And a lot of the problems with the game stem from the fact that Konami didn't have the source code of the game, and rather than just reverse engineer the release discs of the game, they actually decided to get an early build of the game and send an early build of the game to the developers, which was insane. So it was based off of a very early build of it, and they had to just piece together all the missing parts to make it into a full game. It was bad.
Hey, you know Allen Manor, that creepy old house out near Vallejo?
I think I've seen it.
Well, I know the owner, Quinn.
Is that the fraud medium from those infomercials?
Yup. They run this whole haunted hotel scam out of the manor, charging gullible ghost hunters for a pricey vacation package.
Sounds like good money.
It is. And they called me to ask if you could help them out. Asked for you by name?
Help? With what?
They didn't say.
Well, they'll give us a piece of the business. I'll help with their fake ghost stories.
Now it's your turn.
Wow, that area just became full of enemies all of a sudden. Get some distance here,
surprise
pick them
there.
off one by one. I was surrounded. Wonder if I have enough time to call for backup. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's hard to compete with the original Saints Row from back in '05 or '06. Well, a lot of the complaints were about bugs, and
What are friends for?
most of the bugs were all patched up by the time I got around to it. I picked it up when it was made free as part of the PS Plus. If you have a PS Plus membership, it was the monthly game. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but the first original Saints Row will always have a special place in my heart.
They always had it.
It definitely has more of the silly style that like Saints Row 3 and 2 have, the kind of over-the-top style. The first Saints Row was a little more serious. I mean, sure, it had comedy too, but there was like a whole
Not the idols.
subplot of like corporate greed and stuff that
Hold your courage.
they try to touch on a little bit with this. Yeah, 3 and 4 were very over the top.
Fucking prick. I'm out.
I just wish they would do a remake of the first Saints Row's multiplayer with Blinged Out Ride and Protect the Pimp, Team Gangsta Brawl, Team Big Ass Chains.
I'm not
It had so
overlooking
many
that.
unique multiplayer modes that no other game really has.
Nice.
I mean, Blinked Out Ride, the very idea of that mode in the game was so cool. You know, you had this car that you had to take to a chop shop and upgrade it, and your whole team had to kind of watch over the car while you're taking it to the chop shop, or at least have one other team member go along with you. And you'd level it up to level 4, and once it reached level 4, you could take it off to the spot to show it off, and then finish the match as long as the other team didn't blow it up. If they blew it up, it took the car down a level, and you had to go and get enough money to upgrade it again by killing members of the other team. It's such a unique multiplayer mode.
Should I give them our details?
It's a blast. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Saints Row 2 was the one that had Michael Dorn in it, who played Worf in Star Trek The Next Generation. I was really excited when that game came out because I was like, Michael Dorn, I'm a huge Trekkie.
Too easy.
Second game had, you know, decent multiplayer, but it was nowhere near as good as the first as far as multiplayer goes. As far as versus multiplayer goes, I mean, it did step it up a little bit for co-op, but it was lacking in the versus department. And Protect the Pimp was another fun mode from the first Saints Row, and you literally have one character as the pimp and had to protect him, and he had the pimp slap that would kill people with one slap, but if the pimp died, that was it for that round, and the team got, you know, that round for them. And that was such a cool mode. In that mode, if you died, that was it. You just spectated until the end of the round. So it made everything really intense and fun. I played the original Saints Row online for 2.5 years. I was in a gang called the Headbusters.
No wonder insurance is so expensive.
They actually removed the gangs from that game, the online gangs, because people were just taking it too seriously, I guess. But I had a lot of fun. Me and my gang would just sit there in the lobby and just talk for hours at a time. It was this was back when I still smoked weed, so I'd just be sitting there smoking a bowl and just chatting with all the fellow gang members.
I can put this to good use.
Yes, exactly. There was definitely some beef. And there were gangs on Saints Row that were named after real-world gangs and stuff like that, and that caused people to have a lot of concern. And so I imagine that's part of why they eventually ended up removing it, but they released on the game for 2.5 years. I'm sure a little more than that. I left after 2.5 years because I just had enough. You know, the gang I was in, you weren't allowed to play anything else for, like, if you were gone for a day, that was it. You were out of the gang. It was that that devoted and that dedicated. And I was tired of it by that point. I worn myself out on it. As great as the online mode was in that game, there were way too many glitches and exploits people were doing too, like the invisible baseball bat glitch where people would go invisible and baseball bat you to death, and that's why I'd love to see the game remade where they could patch out all those bugs and make it
slow down for anything, do you?
the way it should have been. I still remember seeing the ads for that game during episodes of Raw, because Spike TV would play those ads. Yeah, yeah. And not being able to play anything else was intense, you know. At least you couldn't be gone for more than a day. That was, or you would be out of the gang. Which sucked because I was very much into playing Oblivion at the time. I wanted to play Oblivion a lot.
careful. We got some assholes over here.
But there's some good memories. I have good memories from that and a few bad memories.
Back away or you'll regret it.
He's gonna find you.
Role playing. Yeah.
Yeah, too easy.
Now it's your turn. Hold on, I'm out of bullets. I thought we were working together.
It was funny and like Protect the Pimp, because the fact that you only have one life before you died, you know, you had to heal by eating a burger. So I remember so many times that a teammate would say, "Eat your burger," to another teammate, and they had to hold down on the D-pad, you know, the down arrow on the D-pad and eat their burger.
Is this city
Yeah.
insured?
I remember those old IRC servers they used to have back in the day, where people, it was, you know, literally a role-playing game, but you also had to role-play as a character for real. You couldn't, you had to speak in a very old-fashioned type of way, and like, yeah, it was hilarious. I used to visit there just to lurk. Everybody living in the fantasy world. It was
What is the problem?
very innocent time, IRC chat.
You better walk the other way.
Surprise, surprise.
Good idea.
More ammo.
Your ass is mine.
Happy with that.
I can't believe this.
I'm gonna fight this out.
I live the life of a legend. Nice try.
Just getting started.
I still want to pick up Alan Wake 2 when it goes on sale, because I do love the Alan Wake games.
I'm not your enemy. Fair mistake.
Well, I loved the first one. I can't say games yet, because I still haven't played the second one, so that sounds kind of funny, yeah. I loved the first Alan Wake, put it that way.
Call ended. Shit.
Reloading.
A lot of people are saying it's like the closest thing we can get to a decent, like, Silent Hill style horror game. Although I don't see why it gets compared to Silent Hill, because as much as I love Alan Wake, I don't think it's really that similar. But Silent Hill Ascension it made a lot of people upset, and that's why everybody's jumping on Alan Wake 2. And Silent Hill Ascension was that essentially a soap opera where people would pay money. Okay.
I'm good.
Get ready to lose a fight!
Okay. So yeah, what I was saying is Silent Hill Ascension upset a lot of Silent Hill fans because they decided to do this kind of soap opera thing where you're just basically watching cutscenes and there'll be like little interactive moments where it's just QTEs. That's all it is, just QTEs. But for the most part, just cutscenes, and the QTEs are separate scenes that are literally just the same thing every time. And they said that it would be like canon. It was, the people would be able to shape the canon. All the fans would be able to shape it. But the funny thing is that it's done by votes, and and people pay money to get, more voting power. So literally, it's just the wealthiest among us deciding the Silent Hill canon. Um, so it's very controversial. Yeah, Ascension it launched in October, and it's supposed to go for 8 months. Silent Hill Ascension. Although I don't know how it's going to go for 8 months because it's been all over gaming media about how it's absolutely awful. Like a lot of people thought that the writing was done by AI. Yeah, that's literally all there is to it too, as far as gameplay goes, is QTEs. And essentially they're only there to determine whether or not a character is more likely to die off in the story, essentially. Like if you fail the QTE, it doesn't have any immediate impact unless like a lot of QTEs for that character failed over time. And failed by the community at large, not just by the individual player, since it's just like a streamed soap opera, essentially. And I love soap operas, don't get me wrong. I grew up on soap opera All My Children, watched that with my mom growing up, and I wish they would bring that show back. If you're listening, ABC, bring back All My Children, please. But yeah, Silent Hill Ascension, the idea that people that spend the most money get to decide the different story paths. It's really sad. And games like that, like Telltale games, games where you basically make decisions that affect the story, a lot of the fun in them is being able to replay it and see what other paths there could be. And doing something like what they did with Ascension, where you only ever see one path, it's not really as fun. Especially when it's going to be canon just based upon the people that are willing to shell out the cost of a full game every every episode just to vote on the decisions that are going to be made. So yeah, the Silent Hill community has been disappointed a lot lately. Between that and Silent Hill 2 Remake just being not advertised at all, no release date announced. It's depressing. I might have enough to buy a new venture so that I can finally stop just dumpster diving on here and have some money to unlock the next series of venture-related quests. So, yeah. Yeah, I really hope Silent Hill 2 Remake ends up being good. Admittedly, I am a little skeptical because I know Bloober Team hasn't really made a lot of games with a solid combat system, and of course they've had a history of not handling mental illness really well in their games, and they have a tendency to be very on the nose with their stories, and I'm hoping they can handle the subtlety and the subtext of Silent Hill properly. Yeah, I hope they do.
Let's Pretend's got everything we need to throw the ultimate party. Costumes, masks, and a shit ton of crate paper.
I just hope they
You know
don't
what
turn
else
like
you can do with a mask? That's right, armed robbery. So, let's put our inventory to work for us.
I hope they don't turn Born from a Wish into a DLC or
Now here's my
something.
bud, Johnny Utah.
That would be
She and her
awful.
crew got talent, but they're green. They need a mentor. Someone to show them the ropes. Like you.
Hey, Joni. How's our crew?
Good. Just about ready for the first job.
Who made the team?
I've got Ronnie on security, Dickie's on safe. I handle crowd control.
Anyone on getaway?
No one yet. Our driver's in the hospital, so we need a sub.
I'll fill in for now. What else?
Ronnie says we need more recon?
And how about I have a look at the target? I'll send you photos.
Thanks. That should make Ronnie happy.
And I say that because Resident Evil 4, they made Separate Ways the DLC with the Resident Evil 4 remake, and that's one of the reasons I haven't picked up Resident Evil 4 yet. I'll get Resident Evil 4 when I can get the full game and Separate Ways for the cost of a full game like I did on the GameCube. Because I think if it was on the original game, they shouldn't make a part of it a DLC just for the sake of, hey, we can do that, it's 2023. That upset me a bit. Alright, finally a new venture quest. It's all the way over there where the golf courses are. I better switch cars then. This thing's gonna be way too slow for that distance. Yeah, remakes and reboots, remasters, that seems to be really popular in games right now. To me, the best remake so far is still Resident Evil 1 remake. I mean, Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes were okay. You know, they had their good points, but the first Resident Evil's remake was the absolute best. For one thing, I missed the fixed camera angles. There was something about the atmosphere of having the whole fixed camera angle, not being able to see the whole room when you go in, and it made it scary. Yeah, they do. Just like with Hollywood, you know, they remake and sequelize every movie to death. I mean, look what they did to the Terminator franchise. And when was the last really good Terminator movie? Like, I guess Salvation would be the closest to being like the last really good Terminator movie. Genesis and Dark Fate were okay for like one watch, if you didn't pay full price for it. They can really make more money off of an established name than to come up with new original ideas. I guess that's also the theory behind the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that they can take something that's well established and milk the fans to death.
Let's pretend.
Joni, I'm at the Park Service. What are we doing here?
The Largest silver nugget ever found in Kavanaugh County. They have it on display.
Well, that should be worth something.
It's on loan from Leland Hartley.
The banker?
That's the one.
All right. I'll take some pics of the building here and send them your way.
The sad thing is, the things that get remakes are always the things that were, I mean, you know, successful. That's
Okay,
what
that's
the
main
idea behind
entrance.
it. But there are so many things out there that were kind of good, but had a lot of flaws that I think they would be much better suited for remakes. Like a lot of B movies that they could remake and give it a high budget, or Silent Hill 4, which I love, but you know, that second half of the game is
Going
literally
through
just
the
the
cafe
first
might be
half
risky.
done again, but much harder. They could remake so many things that were good concepts that didn't get really good executions, and that would be a good remake. That would be a remake that, you know, makes sense. Instead of taking something that's good and
Looks like someone's watching that door.
people are never going to like it as much as the original, especially with movies. Like the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, oh my gosh. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake was awful.
I think that could be our way in.
I mean, what they did to Freddy's makeup alone, he looked like the Grinch in the remake.
We won't have time to hit the gift shop.
Does Ronnie have what he needs?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. I'll call you when it's go time.
Hey, boss.
Let's get that nugget.
On our way.
Well, I really like the idea of being trapped in the room in that first person perspective and then switching to the third person when you're outside of it. The
You know
first
what to
half of the
do.
game is
Go in,
amazing.
grab
The
the
second
nugget,
half
get
is
out. I'll
awful.
hold down the fort here.
Got it.
The second half is like one elongated escort mission, which we all know everybody loves escort missions. uh, so yeah, the
Boss?
second half was,
We're in.
Got the nugget?
yeah, the room
Not yet.
thing is really
It's
cool.
in a display case. Made by Marshall.
Son of a bitch.
Dickie's working on it. Boss, we got a problem. The case set off a backup alarm when we cut power.
Don't panic. I'll hold off the law, but tell Dickie to hurry. Come on, people. Let's go.
I wasn't a fan of the ghosts in Silent Hill 4. I love ghosts. Like, as far as, like, I'm a big paranormal enthusiast. I love to watch ghost videos, even
What's
if a
going
lot
on
of
in
them
there?
are probably
Almost done.
staged.
Dickie just
Uh,
needs another minute.
But the way
About
ghosts
30
were handled in
seconds.
Silent Hill 4 was very annoying. They just chased you everywhere, and unless you had one of the swords of obedience, or whatever they were called, you couldn't pin them down so that they couldn't chase you, and before you left the area, you had to make sure to pick up the sword again, otherwise you'd need another sword later on. You had to find them, and I didn't care for the ghosts in that game, as much as, like I said, I do love ghosts.
We're coming out the front.
I'll move the car. Be ready to jump in.
And I've had some paranormal experiences of my own with ghosts. Yeah, that kind of, you know, Silent Hill 4, which was close but not perfect, that's what needs a remake. Oh, you gotta go to school? Alright, well, have a good day.
Get your hands up!
Oh, don't, don't do that. But I understand the feeling because I always hated school too.
Someone else! Halt!
Fuck?
Oh, I know the feeling of dreading going to school. Actually, it set the record for my school for the most days absent. Used to have the truancy officer come to my house constantly. Get out of bed and feel the instant cold shivering your body. Yeah, I definitely know that feeling. You need like a robe to wear around the house when it's really cold. Yeah. Okay. Have a good day at school. Thanks. You too. Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. I hope so too. This mission says I'm supposed to guard the getaway car, but so far I've been driving the getaway car for like, I don't know how long. I don't have any idea of where I'm supposed to go with the getaway car. I think it was supposed to update the mission, but it didn't. So I'm just kind of like wandering around in limbo forever. I'm gonna try driving it to the actual Silver Nugget area here and see if that's where I'm supposed to go. Otherwise, it might be bugged. Maybe there's an enemy that's supposed to attack me and I'm supposed to defend the car from it, but the enemy got stuck somewhere. I don't know. I'm a little confused by that. I mean, if I get out of the car... Okay, I'm supposed to guard it, now I'm supposed to get into it. And now I'm supposed to guard it. Okay. Yeah, I'll hope this waypoint I set for this is where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Oh, well. Huh. That's curious. I'm not supposed to take it there. Where am I supposed to take the getaway vehicle? How long am I supposed to guard it? Yeah, something definitely seems off here. Let's restart this mission and see if it works this time.
You know what to do. Go in, grab the nugget, get out. I'll hold down the fort here.
Got it.
I can't believe it was just like guarding the car forever. Um, these masks are hilarious though. How about these masks?
Boss, we're in.
Got the nugget?
Not yet. It's in a display case. Made by Marshall.
Son of a bitch.
Dickie's working on it. Boss, we got a problem. The case set off a backup alarm when we cut power.
Don't panic. I'll hold off the law, but tell Dickie to hurry. Come on, people. Let's go. Joni, what's going on in there?
Almost done. Dickie just needs another minute.
You got 30 seconds. Nice one.
We got it! We're coming at the front.
I'll move the car. Be ready to jump in.
Okay. Pick up the crew. And then... I'm still just saying get into... Oh, now it says escape from the police. What? Okay, so that was definitely bugged before. That was definitely...
This rock's heavier than it looks.
It was stuck on the guarding the car part of the mission for all that time.
We gotta get out of here.
Okay, so this game does it does still have its share of bugs. But looking past the bugs is still
not gonna be happy.
a
We
fun
stole his nugget.
experience.
You just hit an officer.
I wish the story was a little longer. 'Cause I know the story
This
is
could've
close
gone
to
better.
coming to an end and everything, but I can't really fault a game just for that, for having a short story, as long as it's an enjoyable story.
Come on, car. Hold together.
Wait, I just... what? After I triggered that waypoint, they gave me a new waypoint. I thought that was going to be it.
Alright. We're in the clear. Well,
Alright.
this job didn't exactly go according to plan.
Yeah,
Never
especially
does.
last
Thanks,
time.
boss. We can take it from here.
Definitely didn't go according to plan the first time around.
We stole Hartley's silver nugget. What do you think about hitting his bank?
Let's not take the training wheels off just yet.
We'll do some prep work first. A few smaller jobs around the city. With your help, I know we can pull this off.
Well, since you put it that way...
I'll send you the targets. Let me know what you think.
Alright. See what other quests I can get out of this new venture. Oh yeah, I should probably take care of these threats too, so that I can make more money off the venture and be that much closer to unlocking the next venture. After all, I don't really have any more dumpsters to dive in, I don't think, to kill time next time. So hopefully I can make that 1.6 million a lot faster this time.
Church.
Yeah, I'll take care of some of these threats first, before I go to the next venture quest. Whoa. Well, I didn't have that car for very long. I'll just walk around in the desert for an eternity. I can't have another vehicle delivered just yet. But I can have a follower come along and
On my way.
they can bring a vehicle. Might as well call 3 followers, since I'm eliminating threats and they can come along for those missions. And generally make those missions go by faster and more efficiently. I'm missing my nitrous already.
Oops.
Bitchin'!
How'd they not see that coming?
Fuck this!
We fight as one! No surprise there.
I need cover! Ah!
Bueno.
On to the next one.
Nice one.
They should have gotten out of the way.
Saints think they're better than everyone.
Go ahead! Make me a martyr!
That was real dumb. You should invest in patience. Let's do this. I saw that coming.
Yeah, I guess that works too.
Hell yeah! That thing has guns I've never even heard of.
Still have a lot of those hidden histories I could go to as well. To kill time while waiting for more money for another venture. Once I've finished all these venture quests. So there's always that. The hidden history. I often have a hard time finding some of those kiosks that one has to find for that.
They had no chance.
Having fun?
Just a few more. And then I'll be back to doing venture missions.
Only idols allowed here. Get gone!
Well, hello there. I've been looking for you. Oh. I'm not gonna stop until you're all dead.
Just got the Chaos Turner trophy off of that. And completed a challenge. A new perk. Deal less damage but gain more flow whenever I hit an enemy. Yeah, that is an interesting trade-off. I don't know
never
about
liked that
that.
thing anyway.
I generally like to do a lot of damage when I shoot at enemies.
I can buff that out. I'd use the internet to find my phone.
Haven't I seen them all over the city?
I like this.
Saints are agents of the oppressor.
Oh good, a mission about finding things. I always love those. uh,
Bitchin'.
I'm enjoying this.
that is one complaint I would have for this this game right here. This remake or reboot or whatever you want to call it.
This don't concern you.
I don't like these
Jackpot.
types of missions for having to find things. I say that and I just found it. Well, okay. It's okay for collectibles, of course. I mean, that's the point of collectibles, that they're hidden, you have to find them, but it just breaks up the momentum of the gameplay when you have to locate something like that during an activity.
I'm not overlooking that. Oof.
You won't hit me with that. Whole other level.
You picked the wrong fight. Neil, just give me 1 second.
Gonna light you up! Now it's your turn.
Not today.
Yeah, too easy.
I'm not gonna feel bad about killing you. Walk away while you can. Out of the way or you'll regret it. You better walk the other way.
There's like one enemy
Let's get this party started.
all the way over here.
This is a rush.
I
They
thought they'd
have no
eventually
chance.
come over here, but I probably could have just left them there and let the timer run out if I wanted to. It probably would have still counted as defending the stash, but that would have been cheap. And certainly not as much fun.
Do that again! I dare you! Hell yeah.
Good at this.
I'm out!
Alright, now I've got the venture income increased. I can get back to doing these venture missions. This one, I know I've got a fast travel point around here. Somewhere. Oh, right.
Been running.
The little skull running off the map there.
Can you hear this now?
Okay. Now I can fast travel.
Hey, fuckface! Need support out here!
Well, you'll keep the body shops in business. Oh, I think I hit them last week, too.
take a peek.
No.
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
Let's pretend.
Hey, I'm at the riverboat. What's the deal here?
Hartley's head of security is throwing a masquerade party later. His biometric data can get us in the bank vault.
Yeah? What kind of data?
Fingerprints, DNA, retinal scan.
All right. I'll send you some pics.
Alright, time to take some pictures.
Quite the statement piece.
You think they get tired of killing Pantera?
That could be our way in. Or out. Those doors must lead to the ballroom.
These poor billiards tables. One had a couple of umbrellas on it. This one's got a chair on it. I mean, I know it has the word table in it, but
Wish I could steal stuff.
kind of sad to just use it as a table.
Barely think straight.
I always like billiards. Fun game. There was a game for the 360 called Bank Shot Billiards. I liked quite a bit. And then there was parlor games for the Sega Master System. Side Pocket for the Sega Genesis. Don't know what else I'm supposed to take a picture of here, but maybe I need to get a little closer, get up on the second floor.
Something's planned for up here. Security, huh? That's good to know.
Just one more picture. Somewhere around here. Baccarat table. Thought I saw something pop up for just a moment. I think it was just a queen sign that for some reason was showing up over there. Oh, that was a shooting star. Yeah, I did it again. Showed the queen sign over there for some reason. Wherever could this last photo be? Oh, another shooting star. What? That's a lot of shooting stars. Or maybe a meteor shower at this time of year, localized entirely within Saints Row. I'm starting to wonder if there's a bug here. Maybe one of the photos I took didn't count or something. Although it's probably just something really well hidden. Maybe I need to take a photo of the moon. That's the big escape plan. We're going to launch a rocket to the moon.
They giving me the evil eye? all their weapons. It's like they've seen everything in San Ileso. Next time I see that puta, I'm punching her right in the tail. I barely even recognize the church anymore.
I've had enough.
At what point do I just assume this is a bug and then restart this mission? Whoa. Speaking of bugs, what the heck is happening here? Uh-oh. Is this the universe suffering from heat death? It's the heat death of the universe. Turns out we were all Boltzmann brains the whole time. I already highlighted the security camera. I'd take a picture of it again anyways. Oh no, it's the sign. Oh, I really thought I saw the little. I saw that little rectangular thing. I guess it's still a rectangle if it's vertical, whatever. It's a rectangle. I'm gonna say it's a rectangle. I'm tired. I've been slow. Oh, wait, what's this? What's this? Could this? Oh my gosh.
Ronnie better have a look at this.
You sure they're having a party here? This place is a dump.
It's under renovation. I hear it's really nice on the inside.
That'll do for now. I'll call you when it's time.
I can't believe it. I found it. Of course, Kev had to photobomb it. With all the blood on him. Or maybe it's not really blood. Maybe Kev just got into the Bloody Marys.
Hi, boss.
Ready to party?
Meet you at the boat.
Maybe we should have picked different masks for this job. It's a costume party. No one's gonna know. I bet half the guests are dressed like us. If you say so. Just grab what you need and go. I'll cover the getaway.
Boss, we got a situation. Police are on their way.
What?
I overheard them talking. I know something's up. They're about to lock the place down.
Get the job done. I'll keep our path clear. How we doing? You find the target yet?
We got a champagne glass and a cigarette butt. That's good for fingerprints and DNA. Just need a retinal scan.
Why does everything have to be so complicated? I always have.
Ronnie's scanning the target now. He passed out in the bathroom, but we lost Dickie.
He's dead?
No! We don't know where he is. We got separated.
Just finish the scan, then find him.
Don't worry, boss. We got this.
Anytime you want to get out here, guys.
We're on our way, with Dickie and the scan.
Hang on. I'll bring the car over.
You're about to get fucked up!
I'm so glad to be off that boat.
You want some of this?
You can lose the cops in Smelterville.
That's assault right there.
Free! They're still on us.
Reload! Reload! No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Keep shooting. Don't let them get close. Looks like we're home free.
That was seriously fucked up.
Yeah, but you kept your shit together and got the job done. That's what counts.
We'll go ditch the car. Should we just let you off here?
Alright. Mercifully, that mission is over. And I'm a bit closer to the next 1.6 mil.
Maybe that Saint could teach me to use all those weapons too.
some good airtime. I sure hope these photos are a bit easier than the last ones.
Let's pretend.
I'm at the cul-de-sac in Monte Vista.
That's Leland Hartley's house. He's president of the bank we're gonna rob.
What are we looking for exactly?
Word is he keeps a list of his wealthy clients and the contents of their safe deposit boxes.
Is that legal?
Nope. That's why he hides it here, in his personal safe.
I'll scope it out and send you the pics.
Be careful. His place is a fortress. I think we'll need to find a better way in. We might be able to work with that. I'll have Ronnie check that out.
So, do we need more pics?
Ronnie's good if you are.
I don't see anything here we can't handle.
All right. We'll wait for your call. We doing this?
Come on. Let's get Hartley's list.
On our way.
You all know what to do. I'll keep watch out here.
We found the safe. Dickie's working on it now.
Good. Keep me posted.
Will do. This place is fancy.
It's not an open house. Stay focused.
Ronnie picked up some chatter on the police scanner. A neighbor called us in.
Keep working. Hey, when Dickie gets that safe open, take a picture of the list and put it back. I don't want Hartley knowing what we've got.
Good call. Safe's open. We got the list. Ronnie's taking pictures now.
Grab some jewelry and cash while you're at it. Make it look like we're after valuables.
Oh, we got that covered.
I'm good.
We're done. Heading out the front door now.
I'll grab the car and meet you there. Can't wait to read that list. How are we gonna lose these guys?
Assaulting an officer is a felony.
Shooting out of a moving car is harder than it looks. They had no chance. So many things in there I wanted to steal. That should do it. Barkley's in for a surprise when he gets home. How about we let you off here, boss? We'll go ditch the car.
Oh, that went really smoothly. This car, for some reason, is not turning properly. That's a new bug. I've got the stick all the way to the right now, and this is the degree to which the car is turning. I guess I'll just have to turn it by drifting.
Could my cruiser hit 100?
I'll just hard drift. Get it to do it that way. That was a new one.
Let's pretend.
Hey, Joni. I'm at the Galleria. What's our target?
Photon's Edge. Ronnie and Dickie need some electronics for the bank job.
Their shit's top of the line. I'll have a look around.
Pics or it didn't happen. That looks like the main entrance.
My diet will wait till tomorrow. Mama needs some french fries.
That should be wide enough for the car.
This is awesome.
There's a lot of foot traffic through here.
Later is the best time to do anything.
That loading area might come in handy.
What do you say? Want to do this thing?
Thumbs up from Ronnie and Dickie. We're all in.
All right. Wait for my call.
Try something, Sage. I dare you.
Hey,
Meet me at the Galleria. It's time.
be right there.
At the Galleria.
So here's the deal. Just grab what you need and get the fuck out. On this job, we're thieves, not looters. A lot of eyes are gonna be on you. So stay calm and in control. Got it?
Got it.
Boss, we got the store locked down, but I think someone called the cops.
Well, that was quick. I'll buy you some time, but get a move on. This should be interesting. Come on, Joni. Any time now.
You just hit it open. Flash grenade inbound!
Hey, boss.
Where the fuck are you?
Sorry. We didn't have what we needed on the shelf, so we had to go down to the storeroom.
Seriously?
We're almost done, promise.
No surprise there.
Officer receiving resistance! Hit the deck!
Oh, you're so dead!
Got the gear. We're heading out by the loading dock.
I'll bring the car around. We need to work on our crowd control.
I have my lawyer on speed dial.
Come on, we gotta lose him.
That was a Class C felony.
Did you know they had a turntable in there for 40 grand? You see that? Nice shot.
I feel so alive.
Do not! Fuck, they're still after us. Fuck you!
Okay. I'm not sure why there's a time limit for escaping from the police. I mean, as long as I escape from them, I'm escaping from them, right?
Stop what you're doing.
Does the car have like 1 minute of fuel or something?
We need to work on our crowd control. Come on, we gotta lose him. I'm gonna get you!
Stop what you're doing. Wow, I didn't know I had it in me.
Did you know they had a turntable in there for 40 grand? You see that? Nice shot.
All these cars turning directly into me. I don't understand that. Why are the police coming after me? All these NPC drivers are clearly driving
Fuck, they're
drunk.
still after
I
us.
need to go after them.
Get your hands up.
Good thing someone put this island here. That's not exactly how we planned it. Hey, we've got the gear. That's a win in my book. I guess we could just leave the car here. Hey, Joni.
Hey, you think we're ready for the bank job now? We got the gear, the biometrics, and Hartley's list. And a lot more practice under our belts.
Let me have a look at the target. I'll give you a call when I get there.
Thanks. Talk to you soon.
close to affording that next venture.
They're looking really put together. I swear they are always packing heat.
Let's pretend.
I'm at the bank.
Cool. I got Ronnie and Dickie here. Send us your pics. The front door gives us the most options.
Jax, what a brilliant idea. I'm not going to support you forever. I remember the last time.
Let's pretend.
I'm at the bank.
Cool. I got Ronnie and Dickie here. Send us your pics.
Deja vu.
You've got a pair on you.
Same day, different shit.
Okay, take this picture again.
The front door gives us the most options. They've got this store covered.
What does she mean the kids won't speak to me?
These saints don't look religious. I've had enough of this.
Not sure we want to go that way. They're not messing around.
Should take another rock climbing class.
That church renovation made it feel like home. They can find themselves in serious shit. Never seen a master thief before. Work that outfit.
Okay, there's still one photo somewhere.
I wonder if the Saints are hiring. I don't even worry about Los Panteros.
I need to get one of those new cars.
I thought that security camera would be something to take a
That's
photo
a
of,
lot
but
of guns they own.
doesn't seem like it's pertinent.
Am I the only one that smells that?
If I go all the way up these stairs, it just cancels out the mission. I found that out the hard way. Then I'd have to take the other 4 photos again.
Just what about half of what they have. More criminals.
Can't think of a better headquarters than a giant church.
I don't think so, shitbag.
I have the right of way.
There it is.
Security here is pretty tight.
Alright.
I think we've got what we need here.
Okay, give us a call when you want to do this. We'll be ready. Hey, boss.
What are we doing today?
Robbing a bank?
Hell yeah, we are.
We'll be right there. Don't start without us.
Okay.
All right, we worked hard to get here, so let's make this count.
I should have restocked on ammo at some point, but I still got some shotgun ammunition.
Hello?
Is this the sumbitch who's robbing my bank?
How'd you get my number?
Took me some time, but I'll put it all together.
So what are you gonna do? Call the cops?
Hell no. I've hired the best private army money can buy. Marshall Defense Industries.
I've heard of them. You know, it'd be a shame if people found out about your secret list.
Fuck you!
Joni, Hartley's onto us. Get the hell out of there.
Just got in the vault. Buy us a little more time?
Let's hope Hartley doesn't know everything we did, or we're fucked.
We got the loot. We're on our way out.
Hurry up. We're on borrowed time here. Come on, let's go. Joni, where are you?
They got us pinned down outside the vault. Ronnie's looking for another way out.
Make it quick. It's now or never.
Oh.
Fun times.
Marshall! Grab cover!
What? T-pose. Okay.
Black attack! Lost the target.
We did it! We're coming out!
I'll get the car and pick you up.
Quit wasting my time.
Ammo!
Is my car already this damaged? That's not good.
I'm good. Oh shit, I'm bleeding. Just a flesh wound.
I don't need help for this.
We're bank robbers now.
I'm gonna take you down.
Wait till you see what we found in there.
Uh-oh.
I ain't dying yet.
Ouch. Okay, this time the car's not smoking when I went in it. That's good. I was hoping the checkpoint would repair the car. And it did.
Can't believe Hartley called you. How are we gonna get out of this one?
Oh, what happened with that car? It just started flying out of nowhere.
You'll be good at practice.
You are in for a world of pain. Oh shit, I'm bleeding. Just a flesh wound.
Ouch.
We're bank robbers now.
This Marshall's gonna kick your ass.
Wait till you see what we found in there.
Fudge. They're blocking the train tracks here. Oh. Well, this is an uncomfortable spot to be stuck
Can't
in.
believe Hartley called you.
That was unfortunate.
Let's get him.
How are we gonna get out of this one?
You're dead. I've been going to shit.
I got this on my own.
Oh shit, I'm bleeding. Just a flesh wound.
He's still alive. You asked for it.
We're bank robbers now. Wait till you see what we found in there. I do believe we're in the clear.
I knew we could pull this off.
The crew and I will take it from here.
Alright.
Thanks again, boss. Stop by Let's Pretend, and we'll divvy up the goods.
Sounds good.
Good time to check my emails.
I hear that's the Saint doing all those big heists.
There might be a fast travel point that will be faster. Yeah, I'll just fast travel to the church. It's a bit of a ways away otherwise.
Don't stop now.
And actually, while I'm at it, I could
Hey, boss.
purchase the next
The
venture.
Tarion is the softest part of the skull.
Word is you're making deliveries for Julian now? That brother works his ass off. Glad he's doing well enough to pay you. That heist was a thing of beauty. And that's because we planned it within an inch of its life. Do not ever again doubt the power of the whiteboard.
For real, though? That food gave me the shits.
So, how you been? Planet Saint sells our very own line of designer clothes and accessories. We're building a brand so people can look and smell just like us. Now, running this kind of operation is complicated because merch doesn't just magically appear on the shelves. It's all about logistics. That's why I hired Spike, my B-school buddy. He's a dapper motherfucker and knows all the ins and outs. He'll tell you what's up.
Right now, as we speak, there's a cargo ship docked in the port of Chihuahua.
So?
So, all our merch is on that boat.
But the store's full.
Not for long. And that boat ain't gonna be here for another 3 weeks.
So we need inventory.
Yeah, if we want to stay in business.
What about Bianca Columba?
She ain't gonna work for us.
She doesn't have to. Her clothes do.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Her trucks are running all over town. All I gotta do is steal them.
Then we sell her threads up here in the store.
Just until our boat comes in.
I need more tunes in my life.
Wonder
Even
how
more-
it takes to learn to use so many weapons. They make me want to step up my fashion game.
What are we doing?
So yeah, that seemed to be the last venture. I suppose From now on, I'll be spending all the income on weapon upgrades, and upgrades to cars. New clothing.
That's not okay.
What'd I tell ya? With your help, we could take on anyone in this town.
Excellent.
That's nostalgic. There was a character on the first Saints Row that would walk around on the background and be wearing costumes like this. Well, that store has a lot of fun stuff.
Our crew is a well-oiled machine, thanks to you.
Pinata bomb launcher, cool. Well, I'm going to be taking a little break for tonight. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for the bits, the follows, the subs, but most importantly of all, thanks for hanging out. Because I love you all, and I will see you soon. Have a good night.